Hi everybody, my name is Mary Bucadoro and I'm very pleased to announce the new release of my book called The Good Ole Days. It's a vintage coloring book, Grayscale, and I'd like to proceed by showing some pictures, if I may, of my work. This is my first video, however, so please bear with me. Okay, alright, so what it is a remix of old-time celebrities as well as classic vintage items. And okay, we also have, for example, medication reminder pages for, you know, when people take medications and they need to record daily what they are taking. Okay, here we have a celebrity pic. This is jam-packed, just jam-packed with celebrities of the past, which I'm sure a lot of you people over 65 will really appreciate. Let's see, I'm just, as I said, please bear with me. This is my first video, and I'm just trying to get to some pages that, okay, for example, here's one of the way they used to warm up their tea kettles and coffee pots. Okay, one of their stoves back in the day. And over here I have note-taking pages so that if people would like to take some notes, say they're going to meet with Margaret for lunch or Harry for dinner, you know, whichever. Go to maybe a doctor's appointment or anything, shopping list. Here's the page, okay? Remember the old Victrolas. Okay, we have pictures of some old Victrolas in here. Oh, and some of you may, oops, I'm sorry for the glare, but, okay, some of you may remember these, which were the ice boxes back in that time. They used to have ice blocks of ice delivered. The iceman would come and deliver them to the people. That's how they would keep their things nice and cold. No electric back then. Okay. Oh, who remembers this girl? There's Marilyn Monroe. Old iron. Oh my God, I can't imagine using something like that now. Oh God, I would die. Oh boy. Okay. Picture here of, I believe this is, oh, before I proceed further, I would like to, I put some games in here as well. Circle 8 of the daily must-dos that you need to be able to do independently, us seniors. So I have a few of these in here. Medication reminders. I have riddle pages. Let's see what else. I also have note-taking pages, as I mentioned. Okay, you know who this is? Okay, well, this is, I believe that's Cary Grant. Okay, hope I'm right. Okay, and we have Groucho Marx here. Picture of Groucho. Well, anyway, he's one of the Marx brothers. I'm doing my best, gang, please. Bear with me. Okay, here's Clint Eastwood, and next to Clint Eastwood, we have a coffee grinder. Okay, I'm glad we don't have to do that today, but that's what that is, gang. Coffee grinder. I have some old cars in here. Ringer type washer. Picture of the old Ringer type washers. I remember my grandmother standing there putting the clothes through those when I was just a little girl. So some of this stuff, you know, you may notice will date back to as early as 1900 up to maybe like the 1940s. Oh, I had to stick her in here. I found a picture of Amelia Earhart, and I thought she deserved some recognition also, so here's Amelia. I have a picture of an old plane. Oh, and there's cannons and trains in here, old cars. Old schoolhouses. Anybody remember these wells? Okay, I remember when I was a little girl, my grandfather put a garden in, and he had made his own irrigation ditch, and every day we'd go out and I'd help my grandfather pump the well, the water into the bucket to water flowers. And then what he did was, I don't know how he did it, but he had a big wide hose, and as I would pump the well, the water would go down into the garden, and he created his own little irrigation system, which I thought was pretty neat. But these are the kind of memories that I remember, you know, growing up as a kid. And like I said, anybody over age 65 is really going to appreciate this book, because it's going to make you connect and bring back some really heartwarming memories for everyone. Let's see, I have in here also, if I can get to it, here's a pretty picture of a dining room back in the day, with a nice window view looking out into their yard. Oh, like I said, had some trains in there. Here's a picture of a train. Oh boy, I have to show you guys this. The lovers in the truck. How about it? Okay, so anybody want to color this one? Let's see. Like I said, I got tons of celebs in here. Tons. Just tons. Tons of vintage pictures of all kinds. Like I said, Ringer type washers, the ice box. Items just too numerous to mention. Old irons. Just cameras, radios, some cooking utensils, you know, the older ones, the older styled ones. Oh, guess what? I even stuck 2 pages of senior safety tips. How about that, gang? How often do you find senior safety tips in coloring books? Well, you will in mine. I have 10 tips on senior safety, okay? And I hope that will be very appealing to most out there. And let's see what other goodies I can cook up in here. Oh, I have some memory games. How about that? Memory games. You circle. Let's say, for example, the first one. Best choice for dinner. Okay, so let's see how their memory is. Would they have a donut? Would they have a cup of coffee? Or would they have a nice hot entree? They have to circle one. Okay, so I have a couple of these in there. Old movie houses in here. I remember my mom telling me stories about how she met my father and her met, and where they went on their first date was a movie, to go see a movie. And when I saw the movie house, I thought, oh, I just have to desaturate this and put this in as a coloring page into my book. Here's a wine cellar. You guys have any grandparents, or maybe you remember your parents or grandparents or whatever, having one of these, okay? I'm pretty sure my grandfather, well, I believe he made some of his own wine, so he may have, I never saw it, but I'm pretty sure he had stored his wine in something such as that. Oh, and you know what? I have to read you this. I put some words of inspiration into my book as well. And here's how it goes. Time. It's something that I wrote on time. Time. Through time, though time continues to pass us by, we'll always remain ahead. The tracks we laid behind will open up new ones ahead. So if you think about it, let me go over it again. Though time continues to pass us by, time may pass us by, but we'll always remain ahead because of the tracks that we laid behind. We'll open up new ones ahead, and time can't do that, only we can. And let's see, I have some more of the daily must-do pages in here. You have to circle the correct answer. I'll give you an example. Circle 8 must-dos. There are 16 altogether in here. Okay? One is take care of personal finances. Would that be something they would circle? I think so. How about go square dancing? Is that something that they should be able to do on a daily basis? I don't think so. How about make and plan my meals? Is that something they should be able to do independently? Yes. So they would circle that one. Now they have to be able to read through these, okay, and be able to, you know, answer. They have to be able to think and answer the correct, you know, ones that they need to do on a daily basis. How about go hiking on a nature trail? Now, maybe some of us may want to do something like that and could do something like that, but is it really necessary for people over 65 to go hiking on a nature trail? Okay, so they just need to be able to think a little bit. It's like a game, so that it keeps their mind a little sharp. Okay, sometimes I wonder about mine, so maybe the writing is going to help me. So, okay. Oh, we have an old-time radio here. Okay. Some of us may remember the old radios. Or our grandparents. Let's see. Oh, we have a riddle page. Now, I'm going to give you an example of one of my riddle pages, okay? And I'm not going to, you know, like go over every one. I'll just like say one or two so that you could kind of get an idea of how cute they are. Well, the first one is, what did the angry janitor say to the floor while putting away his mop? What do you think? What do you think he said to the floor after a long, hard day? Excuse me. After a long, hard day, and he wanted to get out of work. What do you think he said to that floor? Okay, I think I know what the answer is. He might have said to the floor, "You're all washed up." So, you know, I just put a couple little... Oh, here's one. What did the peanut butter say to the empty jar? What did the peanut butter say to the empty jar? You know, I guess you could think of it like this. The last bit of peanut butter on a knife, okay, going on to the bread. No more in the jar. So what do you think the peanut butter might have said to the empty jar? I got it. Oh, nuts. Okay, well, anyway, just a couple cute little riddles I put in the book. I also added a name, address, and phone number page. I think there might be a few of these in there. If they have doctors, which maybe dentists, people in the family, you know, friends. Here's where they want to put those. Okay, so and I also have at the end of the book, if you like this book and would like to see more of my work, I have, for more information, you can check out my Amazon author page. Okay, it gives you the URL here. Okay, I also have a Facebook page. You can see some samples of my work. I have another URL down here. You can see some samples of my work. And look, guys, these make wonderful gifts for your grandmom that might be in the nursing home. Just, you know, anyone over 65, you know, buy a couple. You know, when Christmas comes, you can get them, you know, for presents for people that you like. And if anyone would care to give a review on the book after they purchase it, your next book will be free to you from me. Okay, any book that I have of your choice, okay, will be free. Okay, so you know, once again, I'm proud to bring you this wonderful book called the Good Ole Days. It's a vintage Grayscale coloring book. Oh, and I need to also mention something that I'm sorry, I almost slipped on this. There are instructions inside this book. It's an information page on how to color the pictures. You use soft core colored pencils. You can also use gel pens. You can do blending with a tiny bit of Vaseline on the tip of your pencils, which will blend the colors. I would start preferably with the darkest colors first. If you know anything about the paint by number, okay, this is not paint by number, it's color by shade, shades of gray. So you're going to start out coloring small areas at a time. I would start with your darkest shades, okay, to your medium, and then to the lightest. And you know, feel free to share your work with me. I'd love to see the work that you have. Maybe I'll even run some contests once in a while, and you know, give away some gifts. So if you would like, you can always share your work with me. I'd love to show off people's work on my Facebook page. So my name again is Mary L. Bucadoro. My name's here on the front of the cover. Okay. Here's the back of my book. Okay, it has a description. I'm sorry guys for any glare that you might be getting off of this, but like I said, just bear with me. This is my first video. I'm gonna try to make many more as I go along, but okay, so I'm gonna sign off. I hope I answered any or you know, like talked about most of the stuff I needed to talk about and what's inside here. But this is a wonderful book. It's not only a coloring book, it's an everything book, and whoever buys it's going to be very happy with it. Like I said, they're gonna have medication reminder pages in here, note-taking pages in here, words of inspiration on time. Let's see, what else? Brittle pages, senior safety tips. That's the most important thing. And most of all, the best things in here, the old-time celebrities and the vintage items that they're going to really associate with as they went through their life. And I hope this brings a lot of people happiness. So happy coloring, guys. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Signing off. Bye-bye.